What is up, everyone? And we are back. So, today, what we're going to be talking about is another review. It's a lens that I got last year. So, I could say it's my long term review of this amazing lens. So, the lens that we're going to be talking about is called this guy over here, Mikey. Think Mickey, Mikey. So, it's a prime lens for my Nikon Z mirrorless camera. And this lens itself is a 50mm at 1.8 aperture. It's a prime lens, full frame. It's not crop sensor. I'm sure they probably have like a crop sensor version of it, but this one's more for full frame. So basically, if you have a camera that is a crop sensor, you can still use this. It still covers your whole sensor, despite of it being cropped. So yeah, so more about this lens. First, I like to say the reason why I purchased this was to, I wouldn't say replace my lens. I just needed something lighter. So, and I have the 50mm Sigma Art lens, the 1.41, and that's an F mount lens. It's very heavy, it's probably like a pound and a half, I believe, that lens alone. And I had to use an adapter to get it to fit on my mirrorless Z cameras, you know. And it ends up looking like this. So it's almost like you have a 24 mil to 70 mil lens. That's what it equals to when it comes to size, and also that adds more weight. So I need something light that is a prime lens. Yes, I had to sacrifice that half a stop, I believe, because the Sigma R is like 1.4. This is 1.8. But I just need something light and a prime lens that is a 50 mil. So that's one reason. And the other reason as well is I need something faster when it comes to autofocusing. I'm not saying having an adapted lens is slow. It's still fast, but I need something, that integrates well with the Z system, you know? So yeah, and one of the main reasons why I purchased it is because I saw the price at Amazon, and brand new is currently right now I believe is $169. And if you happen to see it on used section, I saw it play around 125 to $130. So if you see it in a used section and you need a new lens, a 50 mil on a Z system, I say grab it. You know, they they go away fast, man. The used one, I see it just off the shelf right away because a lot of people are just buying them. Otherwise, just get it new, like I did. I just I just saw it and it's like, I'll just get it and see what's it like. And man, this lens, it's so light. I pretty much lasted all day because I do a lot of, convention, cosplay, anime, photo shoots. I used it on a couple of weddings, and I used it on fashion as well, portrait. So it's perfect for that. But yeah, so a little bit more about this lens, a little fact sheet, if you say. I mean, you can find them all on the website of Mikey and as well as B&H, the specs. But I'll just do a quick rundown. The the lens thread or filter thread is 58 millimeter, so it's a little unusual, but you know, if you need some kind of UV covering for your lens, that's 58 millimeter. The whole build is pretty much like hard plastic, so it's heavy duty. As you can see here, it's like plasticky. It's not, it doesn't look metal, but I'll show you later that it's actually metal built internally. That is, it has a minimum focus distance of, I believe, around 2 feet. So I would definitely not really focus on the macro side on things on this thing because you can't really do macro so much. It's kind of tough. I tried it. Uh, it's a autofocus. It has an autofocus switch, you know. It's an autofocus lens, and what else there? I think it's 11 elements in 7 groups, I believe. Yeah, that's the last time I read. It was that. Comes in with a hood, which is nice. After I unboxed it, you know, see, comes in with a hood. And what I like about this is that it has that this lens. It has a little nice glossy plastic in the thing. I mean, it's tough plastic for sure, but you can see it from there. You know, it's pretty cool. I like that touch. It adds a little more. I don't know. Uh, uh, Seeing like what you're paying for, right? So you know, basically attach this hood in here. You know, that's how big that thing is. You know? So let's go take a look at the lens itself, right? So check out this lens. So this is how the lens look like. You can see it. You can definitely see the coating on it. So that should reduce the ghosting and the flaring. So yeah. And as you notice that it seems like the lens like it's a little bit concave, but not really. It's the front element of it looks like it's like flat, you know. It's pretty cool. So it's not like rounded. It's kind of like straight or a little bit concave. I think that's what produces the distortion, whatever you're trying to shoot, you know, the subject at. And let's take a look at the ring right here. So this is the ring here, which you can program. I think by default this is like the focus ring. So I think it's like kind of like fly-by-wire. Kind of reminds me of my Panasonic Lumix lenses. So it's not mechanical. This one is where the autofocus switch. You can see that. Take a look at the back side of this lens. So I'll take this thing out, and this is how the back side looks. So it's pretty nice actually. It has coating as well. It's a very big lens. You can just see it from there. And as you can also see, this like it has metal built into it. And let's take a look at the other side of this lens if we see it, you know, see through it. There you go. That's how that lens look like. It's pretty big lens. So it looks very nice. And oh, it also has a USB-C plug over here. Let me try to see if I could get that thing to zoom on it. Here we go. So if you ever need to update any firmware on it, you can go to their website, update the firmware to integrate better with your mirrorless system. And another touch that I like that they put in here is this little red thing. It looks cool, you know, I like that. And it's kind of rubbery. So I know it does not say in the website that it's weather sealed or anything like that, but to me I think I'd say weather resistant, because it's like rubbery. It helps it prevent from, you know, leaking any other unwanted stuff into your sensor. So it protects it somehow. However, I won't use this in rain. You know, let's say it's raining outside, pouring like hell, and I won't like. I'll be very careful using it. You know, some downside about this lens. So basically, the negative stuff is, first things first is that it feels a little clunky if you take out the hood. The hood feels like it's gonna break every time. We're trying to take it out, and then you put it in. You'll hear that high pitched click, and feels like you did not mount it right. You know. So let me demonstrate. That sounds fine. Like that. See? Oh, even my little filter cover came out. But it feels like clunky, like something breaks, but it's not. It's a very tough plastic, so I don't think. See, there you go, like that. You know, it feels like, did I break something? You know, but I mean, I don't think they need to change anything. I think it's fine. It's just that it feels like you're gonna break. You broke something, but it's not. Just gotta get used to it, you know. But yeah, so that's the downside. The other negative side is that it's the minimum distance is 2 feet, around 2 feet, so you can't do macro shots with it. You know, if when I use this on a wedding, I'm trying to shoot the ring, and it's the only lens that I have at that moment. I try to shoot the details of the ring. I have to like shoot from far away just to kind of imitate the little macro thing. So, and that's the downside of it. Another biggest downside to a lot of people out there, if you have a shaky hand, I'm not saying this is not for you, but just be aware that it does not have a vibration reduction on it. There's no stabilization on this lens. So basically, you're gonna have to rely on your camera itself, you know? So pretty much that is it when it comes to uh, negative part of this lens, you know? But other than that, pretty much everything is positive. I got nothing else but to say something good about it. Now, in terms of photography, like I said, all those apply. Whatever I just mentioned. The autofocusing is quick and snappy. It sticks to the subject, to the eyes, especially with a Z8. It's a dream using this lens. Bokeh-wise, it's actually good. You know, it's not as good as my Sigma art lens, which is 1.4 aperture, but it does create nice bokeh on the back. So, and almost no distortion, because I think that's the when I told you about this lens in the front, it's not curved, it's like flat, you know. And I would definitely highly suggest to get a UV filter on it. I didn't get one. I just didn't get time to purchase one, so I should probably get one to protect the lens itself. So in terms of videography with this lens, it's actually really good too. It doesn't, when it comes to the focus breathing, it's minimal, because when it comes to videography, you know, focus breathing is one of those things that a lot of filmmakers and videographers hate or don't like. You know, that it pulses. You know, you don't like that. This one has minimal. It's actually very good. Focusing on the eyes itself, how it sticks to it, is just like how when you're doing photography. And it's a very fast lens for 1.8 to do videography on this thing. Downside is, like I said, there's no VR, there's no vibration reduction. So on a gimbal or on a tripod, something to keep it steady, because you're going to be relying more on the camera stabilization. So, but yeah, pretty much that is it with these. I'll show you how it looks like if I mount this on my Z5 camera. See, there you go. This is a Nikon Z5. So let's go take a look how it looks like mounted on, as well as you can see how it sounded like. Some ASMR session. Hear that? A little bit more ASMR. Oh, there we go. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. There you go. All right. Taking off the lens. Here we go. So basically, yep, this is how it looks like. That's how big the lens is. It's not super big, but you know, you can see how chunky that is, but it's super light, which I really like. It's so cool. And it's a dream shooting this thing, because this thing is like so freaking light. You know, it's like you Hail Mary with this thing. So, but yeah, that is it pretty much for this lens. What else is there? No, look, some a little bit more ASMR session here. Oh wait, hold on. Here we go. All right, excellent. and a couple more videos and photos that I use this lens on. So hope you guys enjoy it. All right, so now that we are back, hope you guys find a lot of value on this video and my honest review of this lens. And if you ever come across it, it's up to you. You can snag it or not. I have the Amazon affiliate links below. It helps me out a lot if you decide to purchase it. Use my link at no cost to you, and you know, basically, it'll help support me. And if you want to see some of my work that you've seen in this video, other photography that I do that is not available across the social media, you can go to my patreon.com/IamPhotoVideoist, be a member to see a lot more photo set that I do, and some videos. I link some of the videos in there. So yeah, until then, see ya.